Mm, 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 mm. Fuck it. I couldn't wait. I could not wait. So we going in early. We come in with the heat early. It is what it is. What's going on, fam? I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, bro. It's been a minute, and I'm excited. I'm ready to be back. Let's do it, boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Um, I've done my best to avoid spoilers. Y'all know I love Twitter, and I haven't been able to be on it as much. So it's gonna be good to be able to come back to society. You dig? But yeah, I'm excited, dog. Real excited. What's poppin', y'all? What's up? For my boy Vato Pak, Vinland D. Ragnar, Kakojin, Jay, my guy, Joker, Black, Zoro. What is poppin'? Y'all already know what it is, man. I think I shouldn't waste any more of your time. I got a message that said chapter was fire. Hurry up and get your shit done. Said, all right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get straight into the mix. Appreciate it, Jay, man. I was changing some shit. Chapter 980, my guys. Fighting music. Yo, big man Gotti. What up, Gotti? Is that Lola? Yeah, that's Lola. This bitch finna get rejected again, bro. Gang Bages on My Family, Volume 27. I like you. Marry me. Back up, cuz. Boy, if you don't get your Pippi Longstocking, big lip, pigeon toed, stiletto wearing, Humpty Dumpty body, Dr. Eggman body head ass out of his face. Oh, I hate the chapters like reading the chapter. I hate that it's not a scroll. I hate clicking and clicking and clicking, but it is what it is. Unforgivable words fly amongst the banquet. What the hell? You got Oshiruku all over me. They go Luffy. Yeah, cause that crap's not even worth eating. It's better as a hat. God. Oi, bring me some of that Oshiruko. Let's have a food fight. He's thinking about Tama. Ooh, he blowing into his thumb. He finna cause a ruckus like that? I think he's gonna take him out with Conqueror's hockey or something, bro. If he's gonna use Gear Third right now, he's bugging. Why the hell do idiots like you get to be completely surrounded by food? Yo, he wildin'! When Tama can't even get a bite to eat. Gamu Gamu, no! Fuck the plan up! God damn, he hit him with an elephant gun off rip. Off rip. Jesus. Elephanto gun! Dog, he don't give no fuck. Luffy does not give a fuck, bro. That's why I love Luffy, but also why he gets on my nerves at the same time, bro. Because he just doesn't care. Dog, Buddy head got folded like an omelet, and he lost half his teeth. Nani? Oh, they go Queen. Luffy and Queen going to go at it again. Someone's fighting. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that someone ain't one of your homies. Oi, Captain, look. Straw Hat. What the hell is that idiot thinking? See, even Kid is reckless and he knows that's Luffy wilding. These disguises will get us right to the banquet hall. What an idiot. Leave him. He just made our lives easier. It's a bet. Why? The second floor got split in two. I wonder who that is. Clearly, clearly it's Zoro. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, why are we sliding? Yeah! Oh no! The hall is ruined. Are you guys alright? Fa fa fa. Ah fa fa. What the? Bro, they are ruining everything. Ridiculous. You just love causing trouble. I heard a brawl going down, so I rushed over. And what do I find? Oi, who's that? You've already ruined everything. Talk to him, Zoro. Talk to this man. Talk to this man. Why can't you just keep your head down and slip in quietly? Can he hear himself right now? These guys are the worst. Uh, Worst generation. What you thought? This boy Zoro is a hypocrite. But they started it. They threw away a ton of Oshiruko. Oshiruko? Then, then it looks like I'm going to have to cut them to... I like that. I like that dynamic. He remembered Tama, and he remembered that Tama couldn't eat. Then it looks like I'm going to have to cut them to pieces. Why does everyone care so much about Oshiruko? What? Hold up, hold up. What's the surprise? I want an explanation. Who's that talking? Is that Queen? Yeah, Queen Sama. We need a doctor. But still, we're not here to fight. I know that. It's not that they know about us yet. Wait, those guys aren't with us. Chickaroo! What up, Scratch Man? Chickaroo! That's got to be Straw Hat Luffy. But why is he here? I heard he was in Udon prison. Why he look so shook? All right. Well, if you've got it out of your system now, who the hell are you guys? They're suspicious. Get them. Let's get out of here. They're running. Okay, I almost expected them to sit there and fight. But I bet. Big bet. Yeah, he did it. Scratch Poo coming at you live. Check some info with the big man himself. Yo, what's good, my brother? I love it. It looks like we've got some rats straight out of Udon. That's your turf, ain't it? If they bust it out, that's some big bad news. Trapaholics, biatch. What I'm saying is, check out the mosh pit, fam. You already know. It looks like we got some special guests. Straw Hat Luffy, straight up, and Pirate Hunter Zero. What? They're the intruders? They're part of the worst generation. Yo, what kind of show you got in store for them? Ah ha ha. I've been waiting for like an Apu chapter. He hasn't been like featured at all since Kaido pulled up on him. Apu. Oh yeah, kids don't like that nigga. So they busted out. All's well, sir. That was old maid. All right. We're gonna have ourselves a hell of a golden cogger. You see, it just so happens that we're gonna be saying bye bye to someone today. I'm gonna be personally wiping out one of the flying six. And that means that the seat will be up for grabs. Oh, huh. Whoa, that's the motivation right there. I'm gonna join the flying six. I'll do it. Me too. Things suddenly got interesting. Who the fuck are these people? That seat is mine. Is she an Oni? Who are these people, dog? They're Buddy look like Mega Man. Who is this wrestling looking dude? She looks like a straight up Oni. And the one eyed person looks like someone from Demon Slayer. They both do, actually. Well, we non gifters don't stand a chance. So let's drink. Get lit! Cheers, Beast Pirates. Cheers, cheers, cheers. This is turning into a pain. Are all of them smile users? Kaido's castle's deeper inside, right? Damn, they coming. Sheesh. Let's get these guys out of the way and get inside. Got it. Is Apu playing some Stevie Wonder? There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Kiss, 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 kiss. Bam, 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 bam. Squish, squish. Hey, hold on. Yo. This is the sequence he did when he was attacking Kizaru. Let me turn you into some fighting music. Skirt. Wow. Huh? Yo. He just cracked the shit out of Luffy. Yo. He just cracked Luffy, bruh. Do these sound attacks have hockey? Um, what? Okay. What the? Luffy! Wait, I know him. He's allied with Jaggy's crew. What was that? How'd he hit me? Kish? What is this? What is this? Oh my god, dude. happening? Yo, hold on. Yo, hold up. How can he do a slash? So he can do sound slashes? He can do sound slashes now? That's brazy. No! Zana! This is wild! What is happening? What the? He cut me? Yo, dog! There's literally blood! There's literally blood spewing out of his mouth. How? Where's Fiji? Where is Fiji and Quietly and Trent? Where are they? Because I don't want to hear, oh, he had a glurg. He had a glurg. Glurg these nuts, nigga. That's blood, my guy. Only thing he was glurging on was blood. Where's his blade? I couldn't even see the attack. What kind of power is that? Damn, Apu is raw. Where? How did he do it though? Apu is raw. Apu is so cold, bro. Check her out. Check her out. He's up to something. Yeah. Oh my God. Unreal. Bam! Yo, wait, hold on. He just said Wakanda forever. Holy shit! Luffy! Oh my God! What is happening? Oh my God, this is so fucking hype. What am I reading? No, tell me Luffy's not down. This nigga Apu is raw. Oh my God. I bashed Apu for so many years. This nigga is catching bodies. Queen says, oh, come on. You're supposed to be giving us a good show. Oh, he got smoked? Damn it. Why are they so raw? We're out of options. We need to get away. Look at them. Is Luffy out? Luffy just went through. Luffy just went through an entire training montage. An entire training montage. New armament hockey. Observation hockey. Luffy got strong than a bitch. And Apu, Apu dropped a single on this nigga. And Luffy's done? And Zoro is running? Zoro is running. These niggas aren't even commanders, my guy. And Zoro said, wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. What happened to Scars on the back are a swordsman's shame. He's turning his back and he's running. I don't I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, oh my God. Look at them run. They're laughing at the Straw Hats. We can't be taking damage this early. I agree, Zoro. They're busting your ass. If that happens, then we won't stand a chance for when we have to fight Kaido. The problem isn't just their numbers either. This is the Emperor's crew. They've got a lot of heavy hitters. Oh my God. These niggas are taking off like Tyson Gay. Tink tink. This nigga's everywhere. Oh, Luffy's up. He just bite him, nigga? Sorry, Zoro. I'm alright. Yeah, I can see that. We're breaking through. I'm ditching that costume. It's hard to move in anywhere. Check it out. Check it out. You're still in range, baby. Bro, he's fucking raw. You ready for the bass drop? Straw Hat? Bro, Noah? Bro, he's cold. Kid, stop. Ah, fuck. Well, huh? You'll blow your cover too. Who cares? It's all his fault. That backstabber. Go to hell, Apu. Kid, go. Oh, we getting some kid heat? Punk. Gets in! Whoa! Oh! Yo! He just cracked it! The backstabber gets his just desserts. I I have not been this hyped in so long. I wanted people to throw hands so bad, so badly. Oh, and I don't want to. Okay, I know we're gonna hear it. Kid snuck a poo. Kid snuck a poo. I don't care. I don't care. He still cracked his ass, and we're gonna see whether he gets up or not. But that chapter was heat. Fuck what you talking about? I don't care. You can't tell me nothing. That chapter was heat. Suck my dick from the back, nigga. I don't care. That shit was live. Ah! Yes! That's what I'm talking about, Oda. COVID season, nigga. It's COVID season. Nigga. Oda bringing us that gas during COVID, nigga. Too sick with it. The quarantine gas, my nigga. Ah! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I love it. I love it. Beautiful. COVID season, we out here. Whoo! Shit. What are we saying? What is the chat saying? Got a donation from the homie Lona Spotter. £5, I believe. Says, you're the lurking legend, Vergo. LMAO. You and J Man, the Henny Go brothers. Way too funny. These reactions are killing me, man. Vergo, can we join the voice chat? For show long. Let me make a hangouts, bro. I gotta talk to y'all. Man. Uh Fiji? Fiji. 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 Fiji, Fiji, Fiji. I'm about to start a hangouts. I would like to cordially invite you to talk to me in Google Hangouts. Can you do that for me, sir? I would like to talk to you. We need to chat. All right, my guy. We need to chat. I got you, Sage. Woo-wee. Yeah, I would like to talk to you, my guy. Oh, hot damn. I am sweating. Guys, I am sweating now. I am sweating because that was a workout. That was so much fun to read. I haven't had this feeling. I haven't had this feeling in I don't even know. I don't think I so let me clarify something. This chapter is not a 10 out of 10. This chapter is not a 10 out of 10. It's just I personally love it because I got all the meathead action that I really, really enjoyed. But I'm gonna have to after this I'm gonna have to review this and try to understand how our future Pirate King basically got bodied by another supernova. There's gonna have to be a talk, a power scaling debate of sorts. We gonna see. Yeah, Fiji guys, everybody, the Hangouts link is in our group chat. Sage, I'm hitting you with the link right now as we speak. We got to chat. We got to chat. We got to chat. Who that be?
My brother.
My brother.
My
I
brother
see
in
you in the chat going crazy. I'm guessing you had
bro.
the same reaction as I did.
Boy, when I tell you I was just as loud, I ran away from my desk, bro. I was out of pocket, bro.
Bro,
I
I'm
was
telling you,
out
bro.
of
If I wasn't
line,
already
dog.
moving, I'd probably get evicted.
Dog, listen, I was out of line last night. There's no defending what I did last night.
And the
Dog.
difference between me and you, it's morning time here, and it's probably like midnight for you.
That's what it was. It was the morning time. Like it was no. Actually, I did mine last night. Actually, like the moment it dropped, I did my reaction.
That's sick. I wanted
Yeah.
to. I got kind of chopped and passed out.
I feel you with that.
So it is what it
Oh,
is.
oh my god, bro. But yeah, I got all my trolling out. You know, I went wild on Twitter, but I think I'm a little settled now. I think I'm settled.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at some of them tweets. People keep on saying I should have looked at your shit. I didn't
Oh
want to be
boy,
spoiled in any way, shape, or form.
no, you did the right thing. You did the
You
right thing.
definitely would have
I
been spoiled.
enjoyed the dog shit out of this chapter.
Oh, Virgo, you best believe I clipped everything you did. I already got you on
Wait,
Twitter.
clipped.
I clipped your laugh at Zoro. Oh my god, yo! I was screaming. I said, "This
He
nigga
was like,
Virgo,
"Nani?"
this nigga is hollering." Yo,
That was just. Oh man, I haven't had that much fun in so long.
oh my god. Oh man, yo, and the funniest thing is, bro, it's like I'm getting ripped apart in my comment section, bro. They are so mad at me, bro.
Bro,
They're so mad at me. He's like, you just a Zoro hater. You didn't even see Luffy take an L. Like, you didn't
I
even.
saw that.
Yeah, he said, no, I peeped. Luffy got clapped.
Luffy got worked.
Yo, he got bodied. If anything, Luffy took a worse L to Zoro. That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
But
Dog.
Oh
At least
man,
Zoro was like, "All right, we gotta get out of here." Luffy was just like smoke coming out his mouth, just incapacitated for a moment.
It'll be carried.
he really did.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, SK?
It was
Yo, this is
good.
the first time coming over to my stream, man. Welcome.
Oh, thanks, bro.
For sure. For
Welcome,
sure.
Good
brother.
fucking chapter, bro.
I enjoyed it, man. I just like. I know Dritz is gonna have a reaction in an hour or so. I really hope he enjoys this as much as I did.
I think
Yeah,
you
we'll-
will, Doug. I think you will, Doug. What's poppin', Virgo?
Oh, Fiji.
Good lord.
Oh
We
my,
doing this
here we
already?
go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
How you doing, my friend?
Doing this. I'm good, brother. I love the chapter. 10 out of 10. Greatness.
You loved it,
Oh, I actually loved it.
really. You know what?
Every
I
panel.
don't. I'm not gonna. If that's the case, I'm not gonna rag on you as hard because you're a realist.
This is my thing. Like the highlight for me in this chapter was the fact that we actually got Luffy and Zoro, and it felt like vice captain. That was like outside of power scaling and all that. I felt like I like the dynamic in this chapter. The way from the start to the end of the chapter, I just like the vibes because we ain't had something like that since Punk Hazard, bro.
That's
Like
true.
a situation like that.
Been a while.
That's why I
Yeah.
was so hyped. But when it comes to power scaling, yeah, they both got trashed. We're not gonna sit here and lie.
Yeah, and
They
it's,
both did.
Apu went off, bro.
so and it goes. Like,
Apu went off.
I
Apu
think
went
what
off.
But-
added. Go ahead, Fiji.
Yeah, I don't feel like niggas can use this to power scale because it's like how can I? It's literally the power of the unknown that Apu has here. He's literally he's fighting them and they don't know what is happening to them. They are
I
getting
agree.
bullied from the shadows basically, and I think. I can expect Hawkins to be able to do this to Luffy and Zoro if he had that kind of ability in that long distance range. It's like I expect that to happen to him. He's a supernova. Apu was being slept on though, that's for sure. He was being slept on
Yeah.
by a lot of people. So it is kind of wild, but I still don't think this is enough to facilitate mad statements like Apu top 2, top 3 supernova. That's just like you can't use this situation because there's valuable context to it.
Yeah, especially since like Luffy and Zoro are fighting like other people while Apu is attacking them too, or at least at the
Yeah.
end of the chapter. So
Yeah.
like,
My
yeah,
thing
there's
is,
other-
it's just like. Sorry, SK.
no, I was just gonna say there's like other things that go into the thing or go into the fight. Plus they got up right back after, so it's not even that big of a deal.
True. True
That's
that they
definitely a
did
big
get up.
deal.
I mean, not right back after Luffy was like kind of steaming.
Oh well, yeah. No, I'm not trying to downplay Apu. Apu went off, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
Apu
thing
definitely
is that like you're hyped to see them fight together. Both Luffy and Zoro because when they get together it's a whole ass whooping. But to see
Yeah.
the opposite go down was mind blowing, and I think that
Yeah.
added to the hype.
Yeah. Now it's
Type
like
of
this was
Luffy Zoro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
My problem is I feel like people are gonna be like, because obviously the outcome for Apu is he gets defeated by Kid. Kid needs his revenge. He needs
I
to
need that
show
expedition.
his skills, and so Oda has to give something to Apu before going down, and he decides to use the only characters that we could really understand the power of, because we can't understand Kid's power yet, to give him a bit of hype. However, and this is a big however, I see a lot of people who are getting frustrated at the lack of future sight potential, the lack of being able to do anything the second time and stuff like that. But I'm thinking if it works anything like his devil fruit power, if it works anything like actual sound and it's a 360 wave, then it might not be something you can just dodge. If you're in range of what he's just done and he's fired off his move, it may be, and Kizaru could be evidence of this, because Kizaru doesn't seem to do shit when it comes to, you could be like, oh, but it was a sneak. But if Kizaru is a high enough level to sense shit, like a lot of the
he's a
higher,
admiral.
yeah, exactly. Like a lot of the higher tiers seem to be able to sense this shit. Like Luffy was able to sense the fodders coming towards him at the start of Wano, wasn't he?
Yes.
So like, I don't feel like it was like a total sneak, especially if like you're in the middle of fighting other supernova, like you're on your, kind of guard, if you will.
Right.
So I feel like there's a possibility that these attacks aren't as avoidable as some people are feeling. And I feel like we're going to see a nice showcase of Apu and Kid, but mostly Kid now. Because because there's no point showing two characters fighting we don't understand the strength of with no context. And we've gotten a bit of context to show that Apu is up there with Kid and Luffy. Now, he's not obviously of the same degree because he's going to go down relatively quickly to Kid, but he's definitely at least above Hawkins to me. He's, you know, like, he's got some hype, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm sad in a way that the only characters that were available to really display Apu's power was Zoro and Luffy, and so that's who have kind of got the backhand of it.
I was about to say, I don't think that is the smartest way to display Apu's power. Especially after Luffy had a whole training arc to display that. He should be at least on the level where he's fighting Kaido, you know? Like, that's just not a good showing for Luffy.
I
know. And Luffy and Zoro, and I'm kind of piggybacking on what you were saying, Sage. I feel like with Apu, you're not going to get much more from him. He's going to lose to Kid, because I have these conversations with Driss all the time. There are some characters where you feel like they won't have a significant part in the story, where you can hype up another character by throwing these characters away. So I feel like for Kid, that is Apu. Apu needs to baby shake him. Not Apu. Kid needs to baby shake Apu, or at least beat him relatively well, so he can be put on a higher threshold to be in that competition with Luffy for the Pirate King.
Yeah, and I think it's an important part of Kid's development as well. Without it, I think a lot of people are going to feel like Kid's character snuck up out of nowhere when his time to shine comes. And I feel like if we don't start getting these moments for Kid, then it's really going to be worse than the backlash that will come from this moment with Luffy and Zoro.
I agree.
You know? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure with it.
And then, I don't want to go into power scaling so early, but I believe, like Jay was saying, it really is a bad look where these characters are pool with apparently they're not on the level of commanders, they're not on the level of Kaido, but these two characters, Zoro and Luffy, need to fight those other characters. So if you're struggling so hard with Apu, it kind of leaves you like, what?
It leaves you with questions.
It does.
A lot of questions.
What's up, Matt? What's good, buddy?
Yo.
Oh, this nigga Fiji.
Good lord, nigga.
You know, bro, Fiji, you should have prepared yourself the moment you read the chapter that everybody was coming for you.
Bro, I read the chapter and I said, fuck yes, I got shit to use for my agenda. And now apparently it got twisted? How did this get twisted? I want to understand.
Wait, how did you twist it?
No. How did I twist it? Can I just understand this? Hold up. This is one thing I want to understand. In this chapter, right? Did Oda not make Luffy look worse than Zoro?
No, neither of them looked worse.
Did he or did he not? I'm asking you. I'm just asking.
Looked worse.
No, and he got attacked more than Zoro.
They didn't look bad.
Yeah, Luffy got attacked.
They didn't look bad at all.
No, and I'm pretty sure the final attack that Apu used on Luffy was the same attack he used on Kizaru.
Yes. Okay.
Which in my opinion looks a bit tougher than what Zoro got hit with.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
Bro,
but it looks.
Bro, neither of them look bad, bro. Why are we doing this?
Exactly, Matt. And the point is, they
don't look great.
No, this is the thing, though, Matt.
Like, bro, they don't. Bro, the point is,
it was to hype up Apu.
Bad, huh?
The point was to hype up Apu, correct?
Exactly.
I guess, sure.
No, you know what? It's
Have
funny
you got an alternative
Matt doesn't like
solution
agreeing
for what
with
it
me
was
so
called?
much that he'll just do things like that.
What are you talking about?
You know it made Apu look good, and you just didn't want to say yes.
Bro, it really didn't. Like, oh, okay, did it make Apu look good considering, like, what, though? Like,
considering
you can't use this to scale Apu for a 1v1. You can't use this to scale Apu.
No, you cannot use this to scale him. I'm saying it was a good showing for someone we didn't really understand.
It may have looked good for Apu for people that said that Apu wasn't shit, but I don't see how this makes Apu just look like, oh my gosh, like he's fucking he's the best supernova. Like I don't.
No.
In what way, shape, or form did any of us iterate that?
Nobody. I don't think.
Have you seen the chat? Have you seen people on Twitter? Have you seen?
That's true.
I've been avoiding all of that because I wanted to do a live reaction.
People are wild.
Yeah, Matt's not wrong. They're definitely like praising Apu, and I think
all that.
I think the issue is this is what happens in the community, and I'm definitely like a victim of this. Is like people slander Apu and basically call him trash for the longest time. So when you get a nice big feat like this, it's time for them to go crazy, and they kind of just explode. And then after a while, they got to settle down and think, because the funny thing about Apu is that I feel as though he's in the same category as like Hawkins and Law, where their devil fruits are things where you kind of just have to know what they are before you fight them. Otherwise, you're never going to know what's going to happen. It's like those three of them are complete wild cards.
Bro,
Apu is basically Law without the actual room that you can see. You're in his room without the actual, like, you can't actually see it. That's what it is. If you're in his range, you're fucked. That's
I like
the way
that,
I see
Fiji, because it made he's like you're still in range. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Look, man,
you're in his room, but there's no actual circumference that you can see.
I feel that, Fiji.
So then why do people power scale Law then? If we can't power scale Apu, why are we power scaling Law?
People power scale.
We've done multiple times.
We've seen a lot more of Law.
We've seen it the best of Law. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him being pushed to his limits.
Yeah, I would say we've seen Law in multiple
weird as fuck though, because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it doesn't mean that Law is weak because Dofi virtually clapped him because he just knew about Law's fruit. You know?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, because you just look at Law and Smoker, for example. Smoker looked very good in that fight. If you go and read that, but right at the end, one hit and he's out because he never knew, and he got his heart taken like that. So that's how it is. These guys are dangerous.
If you look at the Law and Smoker fight, I think the way he defeated Smoker was more of just his technique, and then his devil fruit kind of sealed the deal. So instead of, imagine if he didn't actually just use his devil fruit, but he used the sword. He could have punctured Smoker in his heart as well instead of just taking out his heart. It's like Law just found an opening. And I feel like that's more based on his technique than his actual devil fruit.
So you think it's just the narrative weight of him actually having Smoker hostage? That's the point of that fight? Yeah. Okay.
Because because he took, if you look at the way he took out his heart, you have to at least have the trajectory of going towards his heart, and there has to be an opening there, and he had it. So I feel like if it wasn't his devil fruit, it would have been something else.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that Apu is the Toby Ropo level? Like he could be a part of them, but maybe he just didn't want it.
I would think he's for certain. He should be.
For sure.
If anything, he could be above page 1 because of purely the devil fruit ability. Like page 1's really durable, so obviously you knock him around like Sanji did, and not much is going to actually happen to him. But, and this is a big but, I would imagine that his actual heavy hitting, considering what happened to Sanji, isn't on the level that Apu seems to be capable of.
For sure.
So I think they both have like strengths and weaknesses, basically, but like he's around that level at least.
I agree.
I say that what's it called? Apu is stronger than the Toby Ropo.
Except for Drake, right?
Yeah, except for
Drake.
I disagree with that.
I think Apu and Drake on the same level.
I do want to see the rest of them.
Apu and Drake is a toss-up for me, bro.
Yeah, he's stronger than the rest of the Toby Ropo, probably except for Drake.
I mean, once again, I reiterate, I would like to see what the rest of them can do before I start making such claims.
Yeah,
it's an assumption. Definitely.
Do you think? Okay, so who do you think is the strongest?
The strongest out of the Toby Ropo and the Beast Pirates?
Out of the Toby Ropo.
Out of Toby Ropo? I don't know. I think it's because of who's who and Sasuke, the confidence that they exude. I think that they're up there with Drake.
Especially the challenging king of all people. So
I feel like if they're able to, if Kaido is able to say to them, "I consider the battle being worth it," then I feel like the majority of them are slightly stronger than Apu, but not all of them by any stretch of the imagination. That's kind of where I sit with it. Because if they were all kind of the same level, I don't feel like that would be very balanced, because like, you know, you'd have these people who could go against commanders and there's 6 of them, like that'd be a bit much, but like them having a bit of kind of staggering, that would work for me, I think. And I think the lower level is kind of like page 1 Apu, because Apu's going to go down hard here. So people people are gonna not have necessarily the feats after this kind of these two chapters that are like the one that's about to come and the one we've just had. Like I feel like he's gonna get a bit of a dirty showing.
I like the fact. So here's why I do like Apu doing what he did to Luffy and Zoro. It's because for the narrative that people have, that Kid is somewhere near Luffy. And if Kid's gonna come in here and clap this man after he did what he did to Luffy and Zoro, that's a great look for Kid.
How?
I mean,
bro, I don't
really take it as a great look because
I don't understand.
Apu caught them off guard.
Confusing?
Because Apu caught them off guard, bro. They didn't do one attack.
Exactly.
This Apu situation been blown out of proportion.
They did not, bro. Like, bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. This community and it's the internet. It's the internet, but really just this community. We are so fucking like just prisoners of the moment. This is so bad, bro.
We reach a week. What do we have to go off?
Bro,
they're pirates though, so
Vergo.
catching them off guard, that's just what pirates be doing.
Oh, okay,
Sierra,
I understand that. I understand that,
but that's like saying this: if Zoro decides to throw a 1080p cannon at somebody who's not looking and one-shots them, what does that really say? Caught him off guard.
That's a dub.
Okay, listen.
This is my point, y'all. Is Jozu stronger than Aokiji because he caught him slacking and he made
No,
his
because he got the rest of that and Aokiji got in at us.
Yeah, but he sent that nigga flying. Same thing happened. Marco sent Aokiji flying, caught him lacking. Does that mean that he took a W on him? No, because it's literally like if you catch someone lacking, that's a given in One Piece. It's like
there's okay for sure, but there's a difference to the magnitude of what happens during these situations. Aokiji got sent flying, came right back like, how dare you? Luffy for a moment had to get carried by Zoro, so I'm like, what the fuck?
No. I'm not gonna disagree and say this isn't an L, but to say that Apu is stronger than
it's not an L, Fiji, bro. It's not.
Look.
It's not an L.
Look, I'm not saying
going down for Luffy. I feel like that is a bit.
That's not a good look.
Bro, this dude was literally upstanding, fighting 2 pages later. What are y'all talking about?
I understand that, Matt, and I agree.
And actually being defeated, bro.
In what situation
that's
has
not
Zoro ever
that's
grabbed
not an
Luffy and
L.
say, we need to get the fuck out of here?
No, but like Jay keeps saying to you, if that's not an L, then what are all the things that you guys like refer to with Sanji and stuff?
Exactly.
Because like I do hear that. I do hear that.
Okay, you know what an L is in regards in L in regards to Sanji is Oda making him succumb to something stupid like a gag after the time skip. That is an L.
What? That ain't power scaling though. We power scaling.
That's an L. That's an L.
Look, we're talking about power scaling. So, like, what is an L in power scaling?
This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything in regards to power scaling, though. That's what I'm saying.
Like, okay. So
let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. One at a time, guys. Let me ask a question. If this is so so adamant in the realm of power scaling, does Apu finish Zoro and Luffy in that fight?
No.
Okay, so what does it do for power scaling if we can all sit up here and say Apu can't finish them in the fight?
Okay, but this is so.
Okay, Matt, but we didn't see Ashura Doji or Jack finish their fight, but people were using that
to power scale Ashura Doji.
And Ashura Doji is not commander level. Ashura Doji would not have won that fight. No, he's not.
So my question to you, Matt, from what I'm starting to deduct here, it seems as though we just shouldn't ever power scale. Period.
That's what
it's not that you shouldn't never power scale. You shouldn't use dumb shit like this to power scale. That's what I'm saying.
What context to this is so integral to it. Like the context to this changes. Like this is the reason why I don't use Zoro versus Killer to power scale, because that has so much. It has so many variables, bro.
Right.
There's like
so much
shit going on.
The Zoro stuff, bro. You can't. My bad to cut you off, Fiji.
No,
the Zoro stuff with Killer and Gukimaru, you can't use that to power scale. And we've been saying that shit for I don't know how long.
Well, I mean, I just disagree to the core, because in BDA we will use every tiny little thing to power scale.
And BDA is full of fucking idiots.
Well, don't say that about my friends.
All right, come on now.
They're my friends, and I love them.
He said my boys.
We all start somewhere.
We all, Sage is right. We did. I started a BDA. Come on, dog.
Yeah, have a BDA in the stream.
Yeah, literally.
We were born. We were molded by BDS.
Okay, if the shoe, hey, let me say something to y'all. If the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it.
All right, so Matt, I have a question. So if we're using the logic that you just mentioned that you can't call that an L, would you use Sanji versus Vergo as an L for Sanji?
No, it's not an L. No.
So, but my question is, you know how prevalent that is when it comes to power scaling Sanji?
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. Because most people will tell you that if Sanji and Vergo were to fight and that fight were to finish, that Sanji would win.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
What most people would say.
I would say that. So this is where I come in because I have a different opinion to Matt, and I know Jay's basically referring to me when he says this.
No,
right?
it's not. Actually,
not me personally, but like just the people who, of course, I'm not trying to say you're sending for me. I'm just saying you're referring to me in this example because I'm not calling this an L with the Apu shit, but I would call the Sanji one an L. And let me explain why.
God.
The reason why, no, let me fucking explain, Matt. I hate when you do this shit,
bro. I'm just saying. Bro, like, but bro, this is you. I don't expect anything less from you, Fiji.
Oh, fuck.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't expect anything less.
That's not fair. Let him explain without your bias.
The Sanji versus Vergo shit was just them two going. They were going back and forth for multiple pages. That's the reason why I used that, but I wouldn't use this. If someone's going back and forth in a 1v1 situation, it's completely different to somebody being snuck on from the shadows like the way Apu was doing it just now. Apu was just like, from a long distance, they did not know what was coming to them. You can use this as scaling for their durability or some shit, cool, but you can't use this for overall power. I feel like it's completely different to Sanji Vergo. At the same time, there's variables to Sanji Vergo too. He was injured going into that. Sure, I'm not going to deny that at all. And I'm not going to remove that when I'm using that scene to power scale. But I feel like they're completely different. This one and Sanji versus Vergo, completely different.
You're wrong. I'm going to tell you why. The outcome of the fight is the same. Sanji was not injured by Vergo at one point in time until Vergo rushed right back at him and he attacked him with his haki, and then Sanji's leg got cracked, right? And then after that moment, Sanji had completed his task of Tashigi and all the other G5 soldiers escaping. So Sanji, in turn, decided, okay, he knocked Vergo back again and then escaped, right? Mm-hmm. And then he leaves. But that's an L. But what happens with Zoro is that he notices, oh, that's Apu. I know who that guy is. And then Apu slashes him. Zoro gets cut. He bleeds. He's injured. Then he decides, we can't take any more damage. Let's go. And he grabs Luffy and runs away. How is that situation any different than the same decision that Sanji made? They both got injured. Okay. They both ran away because that's not what they intended to do, was to fight at the same time. So how can you say that the situation is different when the circumstances literally ended in the exact same way as each other?
They are different situations because in one of the situations, it was two guys face to face in a 1v1 situation butting heads. And in the other situation, it was a guy from a long distance sending attacks that they couldn't see coming. Sanji could see Vergo's legs hitting him. Zoro could not see the attacks hitting him.
Then how did he see the attacks hitting him? How did he see Apu before he even got attacked in the first place? And Luffy got attacked just before him. So he knew an attack was coming.
Didn't Zoro say something's coming?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So he said something's coming, but the thing about Apu's power is that you can't see his music. You can't see it. Kizaru couldn't see it.
I understand that.
Kizaru was that Kizaru is a Logia.
You can't see sound waves, yeah.
You cannot see sound waves.
I understand that, but here's my point. It doesn't mean that it's an L for Sanji because you don't know how the fight would have ended up if they continued to fight.
Jay, I really don't understand why you let Fiji do this to you, because this is a known Sanji hater, bro. Like, I wouldn't even engage with this and in this with him.
Matt, do you really want to know why I do it?
He has no objectivity when it comes to Sanji at all.
All right.
This is the man that said that Sanji disrespects women.
Yeah, and he doesn't?
This is the man that said that,
bro.
Lord. Like, bro, what are we talking about here? Like, you're really gonna take this dude's opinion about an L for like you're gonna let him decide. You're gonna let him decide what an L is for Sanji, bro. Come on, like just
so you don't believe I can take my subjectivity out of it completely? You think I'm
no,
being 100%
I don't.
biased
No,
whenever
I
talk
do
about
not.
Sanji?
I do
Then
not.
there's no point in me. There's no point in me ever talking to you about any character.
No. That's why I don't listen to you.
My thing is,
in regards to
if this happened
Sanji,
to Kid and Killer, niggas will be on Kids and Killer's ass.
Yeah.
No, wait. Go ahead. Wait.
That still doesn't take away from the fact that, like, okay, that only reinforces the fact that we're prisoners of the moment. Like, bro, listen, it's the same shit back in 922. Whenever everybody was saying, "Oh, Lido, he got bopped by Gear 3rd Luffy." What happened the next chapter? Everybody was going insane on the internet talking about this dude just one-shot Luffy, bro.
Do people really think that though, or are they just saying it just for conversation?
People were really saying that.
People were upset. People were talking about dropping One Piece when Luffy knocked him to the ground.
Yes.
People were upset.
People were so upset at that, and then they changed the tune. Not even 6 days later.
So you want to say we're prisoners of the moment? That's fine. Maybe we are. But think about this. Have y'all watched the Last Dance documentary?
Yeah.
Good God.
So remember when that rookie went off against Michael and everybody made a big spectacle about it? And Michael came back and dropped what he dropped in the first half? It is what it is. We know Luffy and Zoro are going to bounce back, but that kid was impressive in the moment, bro.
Of course it was impressive, but again, he caught him off guard. This
is what it is.
This is not a Luffy sees Apu. They both square 1v1. Luffy is able to use Future Sight and can see what Apu's about to do. That's not what happened. Apu caught him completely off guard.
Well, if you guys think that we're prisoners of the moment, I think people are prisoners of excuses.
No, I think I really just think y'all are prisoners of the moment, bro. Like, bro, we're sitting up here talking about trying to power scale a poo based off this, bro.
Yeah, you can't power scale.
No one brought power scaling. I never said, "Oh my God, he's top 30 now." What I said was he had a good showing, and I don't understand what's so bad.
Yeah, he did. He had a very good showing.
He had a very good showing against people that were off guard. Matt thinks I'm trying to power scale. He had a good showing. We shouldn't even have gotten to this point.
Bro, what I'm saying is, bro,
what's up?
What I'm saying is, do we not expect a Pooh or any of the supernova, if they catch one of the other supernova off guard, wouldn't they be able to like have the one up on them? I mean, we literally saw it with Hawkins and Law.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like, bro, I don't understand. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. We don't fucking give Brownie, bro. We're not giving.
At that time, he was an intellectual,
bro. We're not giving Brownie, bro. We're not giving Brownie points. Niggas don't get participation trophies in the pirate game, bro. Like, nigga, he's a supernova. His bounty damn near doubled over the time skip, bro. Like, what are we talking about? He caught him off guard. They don't know his powers. Matchups are a thing. Knowing people's powers are a thing. I don't think that this is like, oh yeah, this is fucking amazing for a Pooh, bro. Like, especially when he gets his ass.
It's good for his portrayal. It's good for his portrayal that Oda is willing to hype him up like this.
It's like you're not even listening to me.
That's what it is. But you can't use this as scale or anything. And at the same time, I know you've been saying that. And I'm not going to sit here and say this isn't like an L for these guys, but you have to understand that main thing. If we were to grab, okay, let's say any of the Flying Six, if Page 1 for some reason had long distance ranged attacks, okay, Page 1 maybe is a bit too weak, but someone like relative to Apu, anybody relative to Apu, they should be able to do that to Luffy and Zoro. Who's a better example? If Apu, I think Apu can do that to Katakuri if he caught him lacking, and Katakuri wasn't using Future Sight. I think he can do that to him.
No.
You don't think he can do that to him?
No.
He said no.
Why not? I love it. It's just like no.
No.
Why not?
I mean, we saw Katakuri get caught off guard on top of Whole Cake Chateau a few times.
Yeah,
he did.
So
got caught off guard.
He got caught off guard.
He got caught off guard by
Sanji. Anybody can get caught off guard, especially if you're ignorant to someone's power, and if the matchup, or not even the matchup, if the power is not as wide of a gap as we think. It's like it's not out of the question. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like, because next chapter, Next chapter, bro. Assuming that Oda does not skip away from this,
if he does, he's wild. Like
Kid is probably gonna go crazy. Kid is probably gonna go crazy, and then you know what people are gonna be saying? Oh, Apu's trash. Kid just destroyed him, and then people are gonna use that to say that Kid is better. Then people are gonna say
to the populace, Matt.
No. I'm not a prisoner to the populace,
you're talking to
bro.
people in the call.
No, I'm not talking to people in the call, bro. I'm saying, bro, you're telling me if Kid like fucks up Apu next chapter, people are gonna be literally saying, some of us in here will even say this. Kid is better than Luffy now. Kid is way stronger than Luffy.
That's asinine.
No one would ever say that,
bro. Oh my god, are you kidding?
People are gonna say it on the timeline.
Okay,
on the timeline, but not here.
Small majority of cards might say that.
But even to that point, though, but even to that point, how many people have been saying that without seeing Kid fight, the Kid is on the same level as Luffy? Without seeing Kid do anything. People have been saying that in the community.
A better question.
I say that.
A better question is how many people have refused to have still refused all of the portrayal, all of the things that we know about Kid to say, oh, he's weak. He can't be the commander. He can't like how many people have we heard say that?
A lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
I personally think that so I feel like this Apu situation would have been better if it wasn't Luffy and Zoro that he caught off guard. Like if it was somebody else, I think I would have liked it better. I'm kind of like switching the whole conversation, but I'm just saying that.
I said that earlier because the fact that it was Luffy and Zoro, and this is why it looks bad because these are the guys that have to fight commanders and Kaido later on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it looks bad, but it looks bad. But then at the same time, it's Oda, so Oda's gonna have Luffy and Zoro.
We can't just say that.
No, we're not gonna just say that. But at the same time, don't you think it's like don't you think it makes it better that they're perfectly fine a couple pages later? Don't you feel like that kind of saves the moment a bit?
Well, Zoro
not really.
Zoro isn't because Zoro said it's hard to move.
Nah, he's not talking about injuries, dog. When he says that, he's talking about the disguises and shit. He's replying to Luffy.
Yeah, he's talking about the armor they were wearing.
Yeah, and then literally the next page, they're out of the costumes.
Yeah, he's talking about the armor.
But regardless, I don't think they're gonna be hurt. I just feel like Oda, regardless, is gonna go crazy with endurance feats in this arc. Niggas are gonna fight multiple people in this arc.
We already know Luffy and Zoro's endurance is top tier.
It's not gonna make sense though.
So I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, I ain't really worried about them, bro.
I think that it's safe to say that Oda does not give a fuck about power scaling.
Yeah, he really doesn't at all.
Really
I don't even.
He just wants to showcase characters in their moments.
No, go ahead, Sarah.
And there it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I'm done.
No, I think this is something that I've slowly started to realize. I don't know if this is an excuse or not, and you guys can call me an idiot if I am, but I'm starting to really realize that I don't think Oda intends to power scale any of his characters. I think all of his characters are all for lore purposes, like all these titles like Best Swordsman, Strongest Man Ever. I don't think Oda is actually assigning power levels to these guys at all. I think whatever he wants the story to go into, then he'll scale the character to how he wants the story to go, and he won't actually establish an actual power for these guys.
I'll only believe that if Zoro does fight King, then I will agree with you.
This is my thing, yeah. I have a feeling that just based off of this chapter and just the last few chapters, I feel like Zoro's going to be buffed up tremendously. Sanji's going to be buffed up tremendously. A lot of characters are going to be buffed up to a way that's just not going to make sense. Like. Yeah. I'm being dead ass here. You might think it sounds crazy. I could see Oda making Luffy and Zoro look like equals and make Sanji right next to them in this arc, just because he wants to. Like, I don't think he cares at all.
Was that you actually thinking in Oda's shoes or your shoes?
Oh no, Oda's shoes.
All right.
Sounded like an agenda, but
yeah.
I digress. It definitely sounded like an agenda. That definitely sounded like an agenda.
Before this chapter, I was saying Zoro is on the same level as Cracker, but now the way I see it, just the way he wrote Zoro and Luffy in this chapter, I'm bumping Zoro up just from because I feel like Oda's in.
So we just talked about power scaling. We just talked about this.
No,
Matt, you just talked about this. Did you not?
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't bro. Like, I take Fiji with a grain of salt, bro. Like, pause.
Oh, Lord. Nigga, I'm right the fuck here, nigga. You don't have to say this nigga's so fucking disrespectful, dog. I hate the way you talk to me, dog. Stop talking like that, man.
I take this guy. I take this guy.
Okay.
I take this guy Fiji with a grain of salt. I really do. Sometimes I do take him very, very serious, and he brings very substantial points to stuff. But sometimes Fiji is a little bit on the he tries to use the Zoro dick riding as a form of transportation. It drives me insane.
Wow.
It really drives me insane. Like no. This dude, my guy literally just said that Luffy, that he sees Oda putting Luffy and Zoro on the same level, and then just to add that little sprinkle of Sanji bias, he says, what did he say? He said, oh, and then Sanji like right next to them. Like, bro, come on. Like, bro, it's why, bro, and then that's why I say, bro, like this Fiji agenda is just like, bro, I mean, I respect it because it's the most consistent agenda in the community.
That's true.
All I have to say
really do. I respect it.
All I have to say is, dog, before this chapter, I thought this is the way I say it. I thought what Oda was gonna do was he was gonna give Zoro, he was gonna do this logically and make Zoro get trashed by King and make him grow during that fight. And right now, I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. I feel like Zoro isn't gonna get trashed by King anymore. I just feel like he's just gonna make this nigga much stronger than he should be, and it's not gonna make sense because logically, I had Zoro on the cusp of commander level. I had him going extreme diff with niggas like Kraken.
He's seeing the light, folks.
No, he's not. He's not. Don't give him that much credit. Don't give him that much credit, Vergo. Jesus Christ.
He actually just made sense.
He makes sense from time to time. I just gave him credit in that regard.
Nigga said from time to time. I stay making sense, nigga.
I mean, okay, Fiji, you know what, Fiji, that's being disingenuous. You do make sense, but your agendas, they kill me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The thing is, though,
Fiji, you have to admit. Look, listen, bro. Listen, I can tell you, I have an agenda when it comes to the Revolutionary Army. Okay, I will be 1,000%. My bias with the Revolutionary Army and the Revolutionaries, period, is 100% bias. Okay. Now, you, on the other hand, you have a very, very strong bias towards Zoro.
Okay,
it's okay for you to admit that.
Yeah, look, I'll say it like this. Everyone knows, I've made this clear. Luffy and Zoro are my two favorite characters in One Piece. I'm not going to front on that at all. And the point is, I have always thought that these guys and the series are going to be equal. And I've made that stance clear. I've said that. So that's why you need to understand it's not just an agenda. This is my intention of, that's how I see the story.
That's your interpretation, yeah.
That's the way I see things. So if that's the way I see things, I feel like they're gonna be equal and shown equal moving forward. I've always thought that. I think Rayleigh and Roger are relative. I think Shanks and Beckman are relative. I think that's a running trend in the series, and Luffy and Zoro are going to be close together. I
would say with their portrayal in Wano so far, it does leave credence to that because this is the second time that Oda has had Luffy and Zoro together. Back to back.
And it's like they're the only two out of the whole crew that had special training in this arc. They both clearly have the most relevance out of the Straw Hats at the very least. Like Kid and that is a different story, but out of the Straw Hats, Luffy and Zoro are clearly the most relevant in this arc. When it comes to like Kid and stuff, I do think the Supernovas are going to get a shit ton of shine. So I don't want to say he's going to be more relevant than Kid because I don't know. But right now, out of the Straw Hats, I feel like Luffy and Zoro are not only the most shine, but an equal amount of shine. I think moving forward, Luffy and Zoro are this is gonna be one of the first arcs where it isn't the Luffy show, and that's the vibe I've had for a minute now. And I might be wrong on that, and I'll gladly take my on that.
I see what you're saying.
So, I can see it. I mean, I can definitely see it. I mean, we've been waiting for Zoro to have top tier swordsman fights in the New World since the New World began.
And he hasn't had one.
And he hasn't had one single fucking swordsman fight.
And honestly, and this is coming from a Sanji fan, it's actually really, really frustrating that Zoro hasn't fought an actual swordsman. Because I enjoy Zoro's fights. I really do. I think he has one of the best fights in the series. Like his Das Bones fight was amazing. But we don't have those moments anymore. He
hasn't had a better fight since.
He hasn't.
Yeah, he hasn't had a better fight since.
And it's just so disappointing.
Hell no.
He has not had a better fight since Daz Bones, and let's speak on this too. He hasn't had a real sword fight since Ryuma, but I digress once again.
Yes,
yeah, he hasn't.
He hasn't.
No, I mean, would you consider the eight?
No.
Well, the Ryuma fight is kind of
he did have a sword fight, but like
he called him
Sierra was just trying to say something, gentlemen.
No, I was saying the Ryuma fight is kind of like what hyped up this Wano because we were expecting those level type fights in Wano, like.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. We were.
Yeah. I mean, he could end up still fighting the leader of the Mimu Warugumi. He could still end up fighting that guy. And some of the other.
They're not trash.
I hope they aren't. They shouldn't be.
But, you know, oh my bad, bro.
No, go on. I'm done.
I think you know what else is like really disappointing is that the whole fact of Wano is that it's the theme of Wano is the samurai, Odin, the way of the samurai, and we haven't got a single samurai fight. Not even an inkling. Like, he off-screened us Rodoji versus Odin, Kyoshiro versus Zoro. Any fights involving samurais, we haven't seen anything to highlight the culture of a samurai fight. Nothing. And I just don't understand why he would wait this long to do it when all you need to do is show us 3 panels at least. Just to see. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's really frustrating. You know, this dude wants to be the world's greatest swordsman, but we can count like what, maybe 3 swordsmen like that he's fought. Yeah.
If you count Mihawk 4, but
and honestly, that's a big maybe. I really want him to fight King because I see that King has a sword. There's a potential chance. There's a potential chance that you know, I would love it if King has a black blade or some shit like that.
Yeah,
because
that would be wrong.
Like we haven't seen
with the black wings.
Yeah, just his whole theme. Just like, I would love it, and yes, it's for Zoro to inevitably like overcome that. I just want to see all the Straw Hats like show their stuff. As much as I want to see Zoro do good, I want to see Sanji do good. As much as I want to see Sanji do good, I want to see Luffy do good. Like, I really don't have I don't care about this Zoro Sanji bullshit that has overtaken the community. I really don't care about any of that shit. If you were to ask me, yes, I do think that Zoro is stronger than Sanji, but not by a whole lot.
Not by mouth. Not by mouth.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the same thing when it comes to Luffy in regards to Zoro. I don't think that Luffy is just miles and miles ahead of Zoro.
I think that Luffy has at least a tier between him and Zoro, at least, if not several. But that's just me.
I'm
kind of in agreement.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
Once we get to see Zoro go all out and we get to see exactly what Zoro can do,
then I can say that.
Then we can say it.
Yeah.
Because we still don't know what Zoro can do. Like we really don't.
if Oda is logical, then yeah, you guys are right. Zoro should be nowhere near Luffy. That's
I mean, hear me out. Like, we know that Zoro. This is something that Zoro needed with Pika. He needed someone to throw him so he could get closer, so he could do the move. Like, he couldn't do it from the distance. He's not a swordsman of that level yet. And from what I understood of what I saw of people like Rayleigh and Odin, they could do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like Zoro isn't as close to Luffy as some people.
But you're comparing.
Luffy needed help against Cracker, so it's like both of the characters needed help getting goals done.
Wait, moderate.
I don't even think Rayleigh and Odin can do what Zoro does.
That his technique wasn't there yet.
Well, I don't
even think Rayleigh and Odin can do that.
No, because his swordsmanship has nothing to do with like the distance that he can travel. Luffy, like, yeah, it has nothing to do with the distance that he can travel.
Yep.
As soon as he was in front, his swordsmanship has nothing to do with the distance that he can travel.
It does have something to do with the distance his technique can travel. That's my point.
Okay, so he couldn't launch an attack all the way from across across an island.
Characters that can do that kind of thing.
Like who?
Like Fujitora and Mihawk.
Those are admiral level characters.
Yeah, but Luffy's getting to that place, and you're now telling me that Zoro's close to Luffy.
That's where we disagree. Yeah, I don't think. That's the thing. I don't think most of us think Luffy is getting to that place.
Luffy's not admiral level yet. Luffy would get destroyed by an admiral level.
He's getting to that place.
Yeah, he's gonna get to that. But we think Zoro is.
Whereas I don't feel Zoro is.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this, Sage. And
yeah.
What does Luffy take an admiral wise to a fight?
Oh, damn.
Extreme diff, easy. Why?
Right now.
Not even a high diff. Not even a high diff at this point.
Yeah, not even.
I disagree. I think you're reading a different story.
How?
Because I think that's the main character.
Okay, Sage, you realize that Luffy has had help in every single fight in the New World?
No, he didn't.
Every single real fight that he's had. So let's start this off.
That was his help with Katakuri.
We go with Hody.
Help was from Katakuri.
hang on, Fiji. Hang on. Let me get this. So let's eliminate Hody and let's eliminate Caesar Clown because he was clear head and shoulders stronger. He was clear head and shoulders stronger.
Was really good.
So now
but
you
Caesar
go.
still managed to get the upper hand on 2 rounds.
Hang on. That was because Luffy did not know his power. We all just said a couple of minutes ago that if you're ignorant to someone's power, then they it stands grounds for them to get an advantage over you. So I'm not going to hold that against Luffy in that regard. So now let's go to the real challenges that Luffy has had. Dofi, number 1, he needed help that entire fight.
Help or just assistance? Because I feel like there's a difference.
I feel like
it was help.
He had significant help with Dofi.
It was significant help with Dofi. Okay,
he had with Cracker. I would say
he had significant help with Cracker. He had significant help with Katakuri.
I don't feel like that's. I don't think either of those fights were significant.
I think it's a little different because Nami was just helping to soften up the biscuits, but.
He could break through those biscuits by himself.
He literally could not. He literally could.
He did it.
Yes, and he. How long can he stay in Gear 4 for?
30 minutes, and that's it.
No, it was 20 minutes at that point.
And they were unlimited biscuits, bro. I'm saying he needed to eat them all. He needed to go 10 hours of eating them. If it wasn't for Nami there, Luffy probably would have lost that fight.
Unless
he had a Haki Doom.
Absolute insane.
Nami literally nullified Cracker's devil fruit.
It wouldn't have been a good look for him. I agree.
She nullified Cracker's devil fruit. Like I don't know what more help. That's more help than he had in the Dofi fight. For crying out loud.
That's not true.
You really think that is not true?
He literally nullified.
He did not nullify the devil fruit.
Yeah, but Dofi was attacked. Yeah, but this is the thing. Even with those instances, it's like Cracker was a bad matchup for Luffy. To be fair, like just to be fair, he was a bad matchup. Because if you're putting Law against Cracker, and I have Luffy above Law at that point, I think Law is doing way better.
That goes back to.
I see that. Yeah.
But I don't feel like matchups need to matter all that much in this kind of thing, because we're talking about somebody that needs to overpower everyone on the sea. So why does a bad matchup matter? Because he needs to overpower them.
Because
if Luffy was lightning and Enel was rubber, then that's ass whooping.
Exactly. He couldn't even break the crackers without Nami's help.
Yes, he could, but I'll go and fight
only in Gear 4, Sage. If he's in regular Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, he's not breaking it.
What is the problem if he can still do it?
Okay. What was the point of What was the point of Nami? What was the point of Nami being there to make the biscuit? Wait. To make the biscuits soft, if Luffy could break them on his own, as you're suggesting.
To make the fight shorter.
To make the fight shorter. But the fight lasted for 11 hours. Okay.
What's your point? That could have lasted for days with Luffy. That literally could have lasted 4 days. That could have been
Hold on.
But he would have won.
I think what Matt is saying is that it doesn't last even those 10 hours if Nami's not even present.
I understand that, but I disagree to the core.
Okay.
I don't know bro, Luffy's had help in every single fight in the New World. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, he has.
Like he's had help in every single fight, and then you're telling me, that Luffy.
You need to tell me what your point is.
You're telling me that Luffy can take an admiral to an extreme high diff, and he's had help in every single fight. No, that's insane. And these admirals are fighting, and these admirals fight Yonko. These admirals fight Yonko.
What diff is Luffy taking a Yonko to? I just want to see.
Thank you. What diff is Luffy going to take Kaido to? Does he need help?
Yeah, of course he does, but it's still.
But he won't. But he can take an admiral to an extreme high diff.
I don't understand why you take such a... The Admiral isn't having that problem. Luffy is. You asked me what problem Luffy has. The Admiral isn't having that kind of problem. The Admiral is going against him, and he shouldn't have that kind of problem. But the reality is I'm reading One Piece, and Luffy will succeed. It's like I told Vergo this. I told Vergo, yo, Luffy is winning the category fight. And I laughed at you, did I not, when you kept telling me no? Fight then.
I just felt wrong about it.
I just felt wrong. It's a difference between saying
I felt
that
wrong
he can
about
win
it.
the
Fact
fight.
that he did win.
But it's a difference between saying you can win a fight and how you're going to win the fight. You're saying he's going to stand down 10 toes in front of this man and they're going to have
and Katakuri beat Luffy.
No, I'm not. I
said
never that like this is a scenario where I'm saying in the story that Oda's writing, I do not see Luffy losing to these characters, and I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm saying Sage. Kaido
but he's never going to write it anyway. This is hypothetical. That's the point of the conversation.
Now, if we're talking hypothetical, I can give you percentages, and percentages are what I think the success rate for Luffy's fight would be. Now, I see him only winning, let's say, 5% of the time against an Admiral, 1% of the time against Kaido, but he will get that 1%. He will get that 5%.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. If this is the thing though. I feel like we're not really arguing if an admiral was to pull up right now, would he win? But rather, how strong is Luffy right now in comparison to an admiral? That's what we're arguing. Because it's like if an admiral was to pull up right now, Oda is gonna ask for some way. I don't think he's gonna beat him.
But he's not. But you're not being genuine with that statement because he's not gonna fight Kaido 1-on-1. And we all know that.
At some point, he absolutely will.
Oh, okay, but how? And how much credence are we going to give that if a bunch of other people help damage Kaido in that regard?
Here's my thing.
Yeah,
I view a win as a win, and I guess you guys, because you're fixated on the kind of power scaling aspect, you want to know exactly what the spread difference is, and you want to see these kind of clashes that are definitive. But the thing about definitive is Oda hasn't given us that post-time skip. And I don't expect it anymore. I do expect Luffy to win.
I agree with you that a win is a win, but context definitely matters. We're not going to sit up here and say that Luffy is Yonko level when we all know at the end of Wano, after Kaido goes down, after Kaido seemingly dies, and whoever gets the credit for it, we're not going to say that person is Yonko level because, and do you want to know why? Because there's going to be multiple people in that fight. For you to be Yonko level, you have to be able to stand your own 10 toes with a Yonko and finish the fight.
Yeah.
And we all know that Luffy is not going to do that. No one is going to do that in this arc except for a Yonko. That is the only person in the arc right now that can fight against Kaido or Big Mom is themselves.
Yeah.
Like 1-on-1, yeah, for sure. Why?
And that's what we're. Yes,
I don't get it. I'm still going to see Luffy win, though.
Yes.
I don't get what your point is.
My point is that he's going to have help.
Oh shit! It's Naya.
He's going to have help throughout the entire fight.
If he has help, it's not the entire fight.
Yes, it is going to.
No.
So what is the argument? What is the argument? Because I'm a little lost here.
Nah, bro, it don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't
matter. The argument here seems to be there's a disagreement in the power scaling between the two of them.
Well, no. This is.
Wait, go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead, Sierra. Go ahead.
I was saying, because I hear both your Sage is saying that no matter what, Luffy's going to get the W. And your argument, from what I've been hearing, is saying, but that doesn't make him on that level because he's obviously going to have help. Like he has been getting help constantly here and here. So it's honestly really hard to gauge where Luffy actually is because he hasn't had a straight up one-on-one, Kaido versus Big Mom fight like that, just against each other.
Yeah.
We have not seen that from Luffy, so it's really hard to put him. But Sage is also saying like he's the main character of the story, so he's always going to be on top. Basically,
well, I mean, but okay,
either you guys drop it or you guys get on the same page because you guys are arguing two different things.
No, but in that regard, what is the point of even having a discussion to start with if all we're going to revert back to is, he's the main character, he's just going to win?
All right, I'll make a different point. In that case, rather than me saying, he's the main character, he's going to win, how about I say, so far from what I have seen of Luffy is his ability to overcome and his ability to bloom within battle. And I would say that the fight that he's about to go into with Kaido, yes, he will have help. There is no question he will have help. But the end of it is going to be a one-on-one struggle that Luffy defeats Goliath. It's what always happens. It's always
and that is fact because we've seen Luffy bloom in the battle and just beat Luffy and Katakuri. He just bloomed and beat him. Someone that was clearly way stronger.
Yeah, I mean we can throw it all the way back to Alabaster. We can throw it all the way back to Crocodile.
We can. Yeah, that goes. Luffy
but
goes.
That's not what we're talking about here because if we're gonna sit from a narrative standpoint, and Alabaster, Luffy eventually is gonna overcome this sandy bastard. But when they first initially meet, are Luffy and Croc on the same level? Absolutely not.
And even after that, is Luffy as strong as Crocodile? No, he's not.
At the end of it, he ain't, bro.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
It's willpower for sure.
It's not just willpower. Croc's mental was fucked. His years of planning came to a crashing halt right in front of him, and he basically lost will. He wasn't screwed on in that fight. He was just pissed off. He was calm and composed for every single other fight. With that final fight against Luffy just pulled up and he's like, this nigga again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got fucked up, yeah.
So Luffy had help from Crocodile's defeated will. Is that what you're saying?
No, Luffy had help.
It's a clear joke.
I get what she was saying.
Zach eating my mango chunks like, oh god, no, another mistake for me.
Can I talk about Apu now?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Ham Dog?
Another prisoner of the moment. Here we go.
Apu is trash.
Now, all I'm asking is just give him his credit. He did his thing. It's all.
He deserves
a lot of credit for that. He deserves a lot of credit for that.
Obviously, I've been making the Apu jokes for years, the mixtape, SoundCloud stuff. But I'm just saying, he got squashed at the end. He didn't win, but he did a 1-2. That's all I'm saying. Just give him his credit.
Yeah, but Naya, would you use that power scale? Nah, he flexed. He took a W, no doubt about that. Apu looks great, but are you gonna use that as power scale?
I'm not power scaling anything. I don't care about this shit.
You have to bring it to that.
The reason I
don't know why you argue with Fiji so much because you niggas are alike.
Oh damn!
I only cared about the Apu.
Vergo's tread carefully, sir,
because I wanted to see how down attacks work.
Tread carefully. Tread very carefully.
This nigga said tread carefully.
I will ether you.
What's wrong with you, nigga?
I will ether you.
I was interested in seeing how auditory attacks work.
I'm omnipotent. Anyway, my thing is,
you are definitely not omnipotent. You take more L's than anybody in this call.
Oh damn, that's cap.
I don't know about that one.
Defend my brother.
Matt.
Jay, you're right there next to him.
No, not true. I don't take L's.
I keep on saying,
oh damn, lay L legend.
Not a power scale. Both you and Fiji said the same thing.
Okay, I don't know if you guys talked about this.
And I said the same thing. I said that because someone in here was talking about power scaling.
Naya said it was a good showing and it had nothing to do with power scaling.
It was all right.
Well, the only point that I wanted to make about it was I was interested in seeing how sound auditory attacks would work, Especially, I didn't get to really see how it works in conjunction with hockey, at least not yet. That could still happen. That's really what I was interested in. But to see that they were getting a hit because they didn't literally understand how they were being attacked was dope. I like that. This doesn't mean the Pooh stronger than them. They just didn't know what the fuck was hitting them. That was cool. I appreciate that.
True.
He did dump
All
stick
I'm
somebody.
saying is, like, obviously he's a snitch, yada yada. I know y'all don't like him. That's fine, but damn, you give him his credit. And
no, he ain't no. Why nigga say that?
Zoro fast saw X and I saw nothing but red. They're like, oh,
Snitch.
What did you want to see, Serena? You wanted to say something.
Serena.
Yeah, Serena.
You mean Sierra?
Me?
Sierra? I don't
Sierra.
fucking know names. I don't know names. It took me 2 years to learn you guys.
If you're in the car, at least have the decency to call the lady by her name. Oh, damn.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know if you guys talked about this because I was having issues like at the beginning of the call, but like Queen's statement, like what he said, how he said he's gonna take out one of the Toby Ropo, and it's like, okay, aren't they beneath you? Like,
you think he found out Queen? You think he found out Drake's identity?
I think he found out. Well, that's possible, but I also think the news has already spread that if they find Yamato, then they're going to be able to challenge one of the one of the All Stars. So I think he got one of them.
I think that he's. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, all you, bro.
I was just gonna say I think that he's he's foreseeing that they're gonna pick him to try to take his spot.
I agree.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I think basically that's him saying with confidence he's going to beat the brakes off
him. Yeah, he took a little bit further than King and Jack did. They said, we ready. He said, I'm about to kill you.
He was like, open spot, bros.
I'm about to get you.
Hey, yo, outside of like Drake and Apu and the niggas we knew before Wano, Queen is the best character in the Beast Pirates, bro.
I do like Queen, man.
Nah, I'm not
gonna say it's a hot take.
I like King more, but Queen is very entertaining.
Queen is fucking hilarious. Queen is hilarious.
Yeah, he is hilarious. Actually, so Fiji, I'd actually argue that the interaction that we had with the Toby Ropo, Kaido, and King actually showed us not a decent amount, but an inkling of what type of character King is, because you see. He's kind of like, he's really prideful, and he kind of like talks down to them, and you can tell that there's beef, but you see the overconfidence that he has, and then you also see the respect that Kaido has for King. So it's just like King has that aura that we always want to see in your vice captain or first commander. So I think King is actually a really interesting.
He's been the most competent too. Remember when Big Mom pulled up and how shook Kaido was, and King was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna
King's like, yo, I got it."
Yeah, I like that a lot.
King doesn't really have gags, and I actually like
it. Exactly. Only one hasn't technically fucked up yet.
He's realistic. That's what.
He's actually. I like that. And then even when Big Mom was just like, "King, join my crew," he's like, "Bitch, I refuse."
Yeah, having that kind of Jimby gall to be like, no.
He's like, no, I'm not doing that.
And he knows what it is. He's like, if I would have called y'all wouldn't have came. So
exactly.
Yeah, so I do like that.
Now, King is But the thing is with Queen, he's so likable. He's just like he's a character. Like King is very vague. We don't have that much on him. He's like we don't have that much dialogue or anything from him. He's just raw. But Queen is like there's a lot to go off. You know what I'm saying?
Queen, the loud one at the party, is gonna let you know what it is. Hey, we leaving at this time.
That's bad.
It's true, dog. Now I definitely like Queen. I like. I think the moment we were introduced to him, it was hard not to like him because he had the little Soldier Boy dance going on. So you're just kind of like.
What killed me was when they were like, "Okay, like tell me what's going on in order." He's like, "Kid escape, huh?" That shit had me weak.
I was crying, bro. I was like, "Why is this guy a clown, bro?"
He's actually funny.
He has a personality.
He's so funny, bro.
I was gonna say this about the chapter that I liked was that I like how when Kid saw Pooh, obviously he straight up attacked him. But what I like about them all now blowing their cover in Onigashima is that we're gonna see the reluctant team up of Kid and Luffy. You know, like I imagine like Luffy would do something and like I hit 10, well I hit 11. Like they're gonna have that thing happening, and I don't really know how it's gonna work with Killer and Zoro if they're gonna be in the same area. But it'd be cool if they're doing something similar.
I agree with that, Nia, because it's like he's reluctant to do anything to help Luffy. At the same time, he's like, Well, I have a common goal that I hate the shit out of Apu.
They both want to kill Kaido. Yeah. They're gonna basically be working together without working together and taking out enemies while they're competing to work to the Kaido. So I like that it happened already.
I really like that. Plus, Kid took the initiative this chapter for once. That's really good.
I did like that
because he was like, "Look at these idiots, fucking the plan up." He's saying the Pooh's like, "No, no,
he's like, I gotta hop in there now."
He said, "Wait a minute, is the Pooh or no?"
See, a couple chapters ago when Law said the two idiots. Do you guys think he was talking about Luffy and Kid or Luffy and Zoro?
Luffy and Kid. 100%. 100% Luffy and Kid.
Kid is not an idiot to me right now.
Kid is, come on, man.
Kid is hot-headed. Kid is definitely the kind of hot-headed, easier to lose his right, easier to get involved.
He's very impulsive.
Yeah, Kid is very boneheaded. As you saw back when they were trying
I actually did not get that impression from this chapter.
Not this chapter, but Sabaody.
Sabaody, yeah. But off this chapter, I got a vibe that he was like, I'm screwed on, I'm going to this banquet. But obviously seeing Apu, that's like Luffy seeing Kaido. Like, that's the same level of anger he has towards him. So I can understand that. But like Kid was being smart. He was like, "Yo, these niggas are idiots. We gonna keep walking. It's cool." And then he saw Apu and he was like, "Damn."
Yo, SK, my guy, what's happening?
Yo, it's good. I've been
here the whole time.
I just realized. No. Listen. They're talking about Haikyuu in the fucking chat. That's why I
gotta check the chat. Hold on, give me a minute.
But no, man, I really
We're talking about catching up to Haikyuu.
I also really enjoyed the little interaction with Zoro and Luffy. How Zoro's basically doing what Luffy is doing and being a hypocrite.
That was it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's what made this like one of my favorite chapters.
That's hilarious banter. I love
that. Y'all know I fucking love Luffy and I fucking love Zoro. So this was like, dog, this shit.
He's like, yo, man, stop disrupting shit, and he like cuts a fucking building in half.
I ain't seen shit like this in so goddamn long, bro.
Does it annoy you guys?
Literally been like, I don't even know how long.
Does it annoy you guys that even though it was meant to be a stealth mission, they just didn't in any capacity? It just didn't.
It annoyed me a little bit.
It was because I think it's
the plan. It annoyed me, but I expected.
Yeah, the plan's still in effect.
900. This doesn't annoy me.
I'll tell you why it didn't bother me because of the three people who did it. First of all, Zoro, Kid, and Luffy. I expect it.
Exactly.
We're at the point now that we know that part of the plan is that Luffy's not gonna part of the plan. We have that dramatic. We shouldn't be shocked, but I don't. These type of plans, really and truly, they should never work like that. So when they end up getting caught anyway because they're too stupid to actually do stuff, it makes a lot more sense to me than them actually getting through and like no one being suspicious. So I actually like it. But it's always funny that they always ruin it themselves because they're even talking about should we just fuck this guy? Are they not with us? Like they're having this conversation in the open. Like,
they're not with us.
Yo,
that's
why I love the chapter so much.
Because Law literally said we're gonna use him.
Law's plan was built around this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally expected. Law said it out loud, but I was just annoyed by it because it's like I want to see a more serious side to.
I suppose it's become almost cliche now,
but it's too cliche. It's just like really
it's happening too much now.
It does happen like every.
There's got to be. They have to develop. Well, it's not even.
It hurt me. I'm not gonna lie.
To develop at some point, bro.
It's not even about develop. This is regression, bro. I was reading Drum Island yesterday, bro, and there's that scene where Vivi like talks to Luffy and she's on her knees and she's like, "What you just done your impulsiveness put the crew in jeopardy, and what if Nami got hurt?" And it was such a great moment, and it's progression for Luffy, and he's like, "I'm sorry, it was all my fault," and it's like, and then he bowed, and it's like such a beautiful moment because it's like this is progression for Luffy, and since then, when has he actually not been impulsive? He's been impulsive ever since then.
Every single time.
Yeah, so it's that was progression, but it never went anywhere. It was just
like all the post time skip, you get a super impulsive Luffy. I want to jump out the wedding cake and like
I could understand being frustrated, but
that was a plan though.
I'm not complaining.
It's just like I'm frustrated. Certain things in One Piece is an exercise in futility if you're still getting mad at it at this point.
I'm disappointed.
Oda has already been on record saying that he will always write Luffy this way.
But he's a man of action. Yeah, he's a man of action.
He couldn't let.
So why did he include that Drum Island scene? Like that don't make sense to me. Because that to me is character progression, and then like nothing happened with it.
Well, I agree, but even
you're under the impression again that your character a character has to be dynamic to be good. You can have a good static character.
He doesn't at all. He doesn't. Luffy can be static and be very well developed and still be an amazing character. But
he is.
Yes, I do. He's my favorite character in One Piece. But my point is, why include that scene?
I feel like every time you tell me that, it's different. I swear to God. I don't know.
Is that just me? He consistently says that. He consistently says that.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I don't know.
Luffy is my favorite character, yeah.
I swear you told me it was Aokiji once. I don't know.
Y'all gotta stop coming from my guy Fiji, man.
Aokiji top 5.
Matt, you got
it's not coming.
I'm gonna pull up on Matt. We get tired of this nigga.
Fiji, I got you, bro.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't accept that. Don't accept that.
No matter how much we argue, it's always all love.
Okay, man.
No, but at the start of the stream, we literally started off by saying to Fiji, like, we respect the one thing that you have, which is that you don't flip-flop. You stick to your agenda. Like, and then someone's just like, no, you flip-flop. You used to say this.
Nah, there are some stuff that everyone knows I flip-flopped on, but for like the last
Mihawk Shanks.
That's it though. That's the Admirals and Mihawk Shanks. But now I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna change that opinion unless something on screen happens. That's it.
Oh boy.
Come on, bro. Akainu over Uda Yonko stamped.
Oh goodness, Fiji.
Akainu over all the Yonko. Alrighty.
He said
oh yeah.
It's plausible.
Akainu over all the Yonko. I could get on board with that.
I used to kind of be there, to be honest.
I don't have no problem with that. I can see why you say that.
Yeah,
I just think that's Luffy's final 1v1, bro.
Damn it!
That's big cat.
Well, I don't know if that would be Luffy's final 1v1, but you know, it's still up in the air for me personally whether Sabo gets that or Luffy gets that.
Don't you think it would be dope if it was Luffy though, like Pirate King versus the Admiral?
I mean,
justice versus absolute freedom. It would be like complete polar. Like it would be. I would like it a lot.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Fiji, because like the way that it's setting up is that the world government is going to be like the end all be all.
End all be all.
But you think they're fighting?
We might actually find that the Marines, especially with this sword thing taking place, switch against the world government, and that could be interesting. Yeah, some of them for sure.
Like
he might even have his own agenda, separate to theirs. But like, to me, Akainu is already being shown to be kind of grumpy with his position. Like, he doesn't like the fact that the Celestial Dragons are the be-all and end-all of his job. He doesn't like some of the way that justice isn't being served because of what they do. He doesn't agree with a lot of, like, the kind of politics of the Marines. So it might be interesting to see where Akainu's character actually ends up going.
I definitely think it's going to be an enemy is my friend. There might be a temporary alliance.
I think that
at the very end, it's still going to be Akainu versus Sabo or Luffy.
Yeah, it's between them.
I think there might kind of be like some civil war between like some of the Marines.
Yeah,
that's what I see like happening in game, like One Piece.
Hey yo, Driss is live in like.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I have no idea how he's. I don't know if he's gonna love this chapter or hate it.
I 100% want to see that, to be honest. So
yeah,
I'm very.
I say we should wrap this bad boy up. Y'all agree?
Yeah,
man, fuck Dritz.
Nah, it's like 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes. You know what's crazy though? I don't know. Is he gonna like it? Y'all want to make some bets?
Fuck Dritz.
You want to make some?
What bet do you want to make? What's the bet?
I say we go flag. I say we go flag his stream.
I don't know if this guy's gonna like it or hate it or love it or just. I don't know what is happening because Dritz is unpredictable.
I bet you that Dritz will enjoy the chapter, but one thing he might really. I don't know what the one thing is. I think he'll get mad about the plan being ruined.
But the plan isn't
ruined though.
Nah, I feel like he just won't like Luffy's incompetence. But after last week's reaction, last chapter's reaction, he literally said Luffy's gonna beat the shit out of his father.
What did he say?
The plan.
He said Luffy's gonna beat the shit out of his
father.
Yeah,
it's not exactly ruined. In fact,
the plan's actually going according to
exactly how they.
Exactly how literally said this was gonna happen. Law literally said this is exactly what's gonna happen. Luffy gonna screw up.
You guys are right. Because Kid actually commented on that. He's like, this distraction is actually very helpful.
See, you just saved yourself from an L. Good job.
What?
Yo, Matt, we got scrap, bro.
Yeah,
if that counts as an L, then what happened to Luffy and Zoro definitely
That wasn't an L, Sage.
You just said.
I said that Vergo just saved himself from an L.
Yeah, but
how?
My point is that if you could even consider what just happened in L, like.
No, say he's a dickhead.
That what happened with Zoro and Luffy is not an L. I mean, I'm gonna.
Nah, Luffy definitely took an L. What the hell?
Yeah, Luffy.
How?
It's an L, man.
Wait,
it's
how? Big news. How you gonna say
was
Luffy
knocked out,
only?
bro.
This man said Luffy only.
Out, bro.
Luffy even said sorry. That's an L, but he
was literally up a page later, bro. Like yeah, bro.
Nah,
y'all got it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
You gotta be down to get up, right?
Yes, thank you. You gotta be down to get up, bro. Big news is spitting.
All right, peace out, you guys. I'm out.
Yeah, all right.
On that note, I'm on the same shit.
Virgo.
Yeah, I'm the same.
No problem. Of course, anytime. Hey, much love to everybody.
Thanks
Can I say one last thing?
Thank y'all for coming through. Like the stream. If y'all not already sub. Y'all know all that YouTube.
That's right. Sub to this nigga.
Remember, one was the best.
Sub to this nigga.
That is a bitch ass nigga. Go flag his channel.
Virgo.
Yeah, go. Hey,
yo.
And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Go over to our homie Dritz's channel. Go check out his live stream. Should be a good